Hey, how's it going, guys and gals? My name is Grislow, and for this week's Respawn Recruits Challenge, we're supposed to teach you guys how to do something. As a Destiny player who takes intermittent breaks, I leave and I come back, I leave and I come back. I often get people that come through the stream or friends in general that ask, how do you get your triple 100 builds? How do you get your double 100 builds? How do you maximize your build efficiency? Today, I'm going to show you how. Before I show you, those random rolls that you have on your pieces of gear with high stat rolls that you've been dismantling for glimmer and a potential chance at an enhancement core, stop. Keep those. I'm going to show you why. There's going to be two websites that you really want to utilize in order to make this work. One of them is DIM, Destiny Inventory Manager. I will include the links in the description. The other, which really makes this possible, is D2 Armor Picker. Both of these sites you will need to connect to your account via Steam, PlayStation Network, Xbox, whatever platform you play on. For the purposes of this video, I am just going to randomly pick a build, okay? So the first thing you want to do is make sure you have your correct class selected up here, Warlock, Hunter, Titan. I always start by clearing this out. You can hit clear, it'll clear all of these things up here. The next thing you want to do is decide which exotic you are making this build around, because that's going to determine the rest of your gear, okay? So with D2 Armor Picker being connected to your account, it's going to show you all of your options here. Everything from the new exotic class items to just the normal run-of-the-mill exotic pieces. For the purposes of this video, I am going to pick Sanguine Alchemy. Boom. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to come down here and you are going to pick whatever subclass you are running. So for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to randomly pick Void. Now, you're going to notice that you have all of your fragments over here. And I say all, but that's not necessarily true. When you're looking through this, if you are following a build guide and you don't see one of the fragments here, do not fret. It's because it doesn't apply a plus or a negative to your build. So some fragments will give you a plus 10 to mobility, discipline, strength, intellect. Some will give you a negative. If you don't see the fragment there, that is why. It doesn't matter. It does not pertain to getting your build to double 100, triple 100, or even quad 100s. So I'm just going to randomly pick a few here. We'll do Echo of Domineering, Echo of Persistence, Echo of Undermining, and Echo of Leeching. Okay. Now, what you're going to do is come up here, back up to the top. You want those triple or double 100 builds, correct? Ideally quad 100s, but let's be real, those are rare and require quite a bit of farming. So you're gonna definitely on all of your builds, you're gonna want 100 resilience. You're gonna click that. For warlocks, discipline is very important, so I'm gonna pick that. This automatically updates and shows me that with all of the gear that I potentially have, the max roll I can get for my recovery is 80. Boom. You could potentially go to 90 here and pick up a 90. You could do 190, 90. Not the worst case scenario. But you can start to see how this optimizes your current build to the best potential possible. Now, this is where dim comes in, and this is where things get really cool. You have a bunch of options over here. You can shoot, if you want a little bit more mobility, you can see here in this column, we've got 25 mobility here. Boom, you can go with that. If you want a little bit more intellect to get your super back quicker, you can pick the one with the intellect here in this column. So we're just going to pick this. Clicking this button will open this exact build into dim. So we're going to click that. It's going to automatically open a new tab in Destiny Inventory Manager and make everything very seamless and effortless to put this build together. So after it loads, it's going to pop up here. You're going to see everything you got, all of your pieces of gear. You're going to come down here and you're just going to hit save because you're going to end up editing this, right? So you would hit save. The build shows up right here. Boom. The next thing you're going to do is hit apply. When you hit apply, I'm going to move this screen out of the way. I'm going to hit apply. Watch what happens. It automatically pulls everything from the vault, all of those random pieces of gear you never thought you were going to need, and applies it. It will even apply the mods. It will apply the fragments. It will apply the subclass, the super. Anything you tell it to, it will automatically apply. But we're not done here, okay? You might notice that you're over on your resilience. We're still under on our recovery. And you might not be in a position where your pieces of gear are masterworked. Masterworking a piece of gear gives you more points to work with as far as stats. So that may be causing it. It also could be simply caused from the fact that you need to switch around your resilience mods or your discipline mods, your armor mods. And this is where this screen comes in handy once again. So you come back to this screen, you're like, okay, well, I've got all the gear on, but my stats aren't looking the same. This is the screen you need to come to. This configuration line is showing you that you're getting plus 10 from your fragments, and you're getting negative 10 and negative 10 from your fragments. And these lines show you that you need one resilience mod. You need 3 recovery mods times 10 and 1 times 5. And then you need an artifice mod. What is an artifice mod? I will show you. Unless you have farmed master dungeons and you have an artifice slot in your legendary pieces of gear, all exotic pieces of gear, when fully masterworked, so like this one, for example, now come with an artifice slot, which allow you a free 3 stats to any stat line. And it might not seem like a lot, but you multiply that by 5 across your build after you farm yourself some master dungeons. That's 15 free stats. So don't panic if that's what's going on. That is the cause. You just need to masterwork your gear, and then you're going to have to drop an exotic cipher into this to get this to actually masterwork. Trying to find a piece here that I need to boom, right here. So you need an exotic cipher and 10,000 glimmer. That will unlock this slot. You'll get your free artifice slot, and that will help round out your stats, round out your build. And then after you're done, you pick your weapons, everything you want to do. All your stats are looking good. You're going to come back to this window. This is what I do. I delete this because this is the original build. Boom. Delete. And then you're going to go to right here. You're going to go create loadout. You're going to go fill in using equipped. That's going to bring up everything down to the artifact mods, which you can see over here. Exactly everything you have set down to your shaders, your sparrow, your ghost, your emblem, anything that you want. You're going to name it. You're going to hit save. At that point, you can apply this build at any time you're not in an activity. So say you're in Orbit. Orbit is the best time to actually apply Destiny Inventory Manager builds, but there is a way to apply them in game. You're going to hit this little arrow right here, and then you're going to pick a slot, and then you see at the bottom it says overwrite. If you don't have one in that slot, you're just going to save it in that slot. This will allow you to put this build on anywhere, in an activity, in the middle of a raid, in the middle of a dungeon, in the middle of a fight, anywhere. Boom, you click the button. Boom, you click the button. You click the button. Everything is saved, nice, neat, organized. All of your builds can potentially look like this or better. I am not the best warlock in Destiny, and that is a known fact. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much, and I hope to see you out there, Guardian.